Well, I just started the stream,
Okay.
so
It does. It's just music.
all right. So the last time we left off, you, well, you kind of launched yourself onto the Desert Rose.
Yes. All according to plan.
Cut your way in,
Yes.
and yeah.
And now I am running towards the engineering bay.
Yes. You did hear over the ship-wide announcement that they are preparing to go into hyperdrive, um, obviously to try to get away. You are not entirely familiar with the layout of this ship, but you are at least probably close to the engine bay, because that's where you cut in. Would you like to roll your force dice?
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. No, I'll just take what's there. One dark side.
Okay. I'm gonna roll two more over here for Ompak and Vana. All right. Ompak didn't really help you. Vana did. Vana basically made it so you get exactly what is here. So.
Great. Love her.
All right.
How do I not die?
uh, Judging by the spool up of the engine, you have about 3 rounds to figure out a way to stop this if you don't want it to jump to hyperspace. Around you,
Uh,
you are in what looks like one of the auxiliary engine like compartment bays. Obviously, behind you led to the engine itself. That's now been closed off because of uh, depressurization in the cabin. So ahead
um,
of ahead of
so
you is a hallway.
so I'm not in engineering yet.
Uh, you are kind of. Um, it's it's a large engine area, so there are multiple ways to get to the various engines in this ship.
Gotcha. I'm actually just looking for the hyperdrive.
All right. Um, what do you think would be a good check to figure out where the hyperdrive is on a ship you've never been on?
Mechanics.
Go for it.
What's my difficulty?
I'll give you a difficulty of 3. It's hard. It's not impossible. That is a lot of dice for a mechanics check.
Oh, well, it didn't read all of those. So,
Okay.
yeah, some of those don't exist.
Okay.
2 successes, 1 threat, 2 triumphs.
Is there anything you would like to do with those, or?
Um, what can I do in this situation?
Um.
I'll notice something important, vital,
Okay.
obviously.
Okay.
And then I'd like to keep eyes on the hyperdrive and kind of like not necessarily remain hidden, but like out of gunfire if it comes to that.
Okay. Uh.
It's like behind like glass or something.
Okay. Um. So moving through the hallways, you quickly start to uh, recognize kind of like not necessarily the pattern of the ship, but the pattern of how like a ship would would be built necessarily. Um, you've been on ships your entire life. You start to recognize like the various pipes in the ceiling as you're going, knowing that one of these absolutely leads to the hyperdrive. Uh, you do. There's a small group of like engineers, or at least equivalent thereof, who run past you. Um, you have the option of engaging them, but at the speed they are going, they will likely not notice you.
I don't engage. I just keep
Um,
moving.
yeah, it's like four of them. They're basically heading to where you cut in, but they don't know that. They just don't see you as you kind of blend into the machinery for a moment. Um, so you make it into the main engineering, like engine space. The hyperspace is in front of you. The main engines, both on the sides. At the moment, there's no one in here, and you can hear the very distinct hum of the hyperspace spooling up, or hyperdrive spooling up.
Uh, okay. I have eyes on the hyperdrive.
You have eyes on the hyperdrive. You have made it here in one round,
Okay.
so you have 2 rounds to
I
do something.
am going to do something insane.
Yeah, I kind of imagined.
Um,
You
I would
started
like
with
to.
launching yourself at a ship.
I would like to use move
Okay.
with mechanics. I have all levels of control, and the final one lets me. It gives me fine manipulation of items, allowing me to do whatever I could normally with my hands.
Okay.
And the second version lets me like pull objects out of secure mountings and things like that. So I could theoretically mechanics with the force.
Absolutely.
um, I want to disassemble the hyperdrive.
Completely, entirely, or just like a piece of it?
Uh, enough that it's not going to jump to hyperspace, but not enough that it's going to blow up.
Okay. Um.
I don't want to die.
Okay. Uh. Make me a mechanics check powered by your force. At a difficulty 4. I'm going to upgrade it once.
Okay. Well, that's easy.
I'm going to quickly delete all of your dice here.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Go
Go
for it.
ahead and now go for that.
Mechanic. Yeah. Okay.
And then you're just making a move force power check.
Yeah, I don't have anything that would help with this because I'm not technically using my tools.
I'll let
Which
you add. I'll let you add your tools.
they're on the ship anyways.
Mm.
Hey, I don't know how that's possible.
Okay. Well, you still haven't succeeded yet.
Um,
Did get a triumph.
I got 3 light side.
Mm.
You tell me if that's enough. I don't.
Yes, that is. As long as you can activate your power, it will be enough.
Yeah.
I'm also noticing something on here, and I'd like your assistance in counting to make sure I'm not crazy. Is what is this counting as?
That's a great question. That's
Because
a triumph. That
so
cancels
these cancel,
those.
these cancel. Is it counting as a single advantage? It
It's counting
must,
as nothing.
but it must count as an advantage because otherwise you would
Uh,
have one disadvantage.
no, because the triumph
Oh,
itself is a success and an advantage.
all right. Go ahead and take that single die and roll it or do something with it. Go
You
ahead.
just here. I'll just.
We'll modify your roll here. Yeah. Go ahead and describe what the fuck you just did.
Okay. So I've seen Vana assemble her lightsaber, her multiple lightsabers. um,
Yes.
so I think I kind of like fall into something like that where I just kind of like I know like I've worked with hyperdrives before. I know how to like repair them and like assemble them, disassemble them. So I just kind of like stretch out with the force and just kind of like piece by piece disassemble like the hyperdrive. uh, yeah, I'm gonna take some parts as well so that it can't be easily fixed while I'm gone.
Yeah, with your
I'll take that core part of it that's probably heavily irradiated.
and highly explosive. All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's full of coaxium.
okay. You take the hyperdrive core, knowing full well that most ships don't have more than one or two of these at
Yeah,
hand.
why would you have an extra one of these?
Um, yeah, you you remove that the hyperdrive spools down. Um, you did ask for some information prior that you noticed more specifically. Um, it was kind of faint at first. The voice was familiar over the PA. It comes again, uh, asking engineering to report to hyperdrive and find out what the fuck is going on. You recognize the command and the voice as that of Ulrich.
You son of a bitch. uh, so I'm gonna make my way to the bridge then. Um, hey, buddy. And I want to stash the hyperdrive core somewhere along the way because I don't just want to be walking around with a bomb.
Okay. Uh,
Just in like a like
a cubby or something. Sure.
yeah, hell, I'll use the force to rip a panel off the wall, shove it in, and like replace it.
I was gonna say make a skullduggery check for me at a difficulty 2.
Could I not?
Uh, you can. I will also allow a mechanics check at a difficulty 2.
Okay. 3 and 3.
Okay. Quite quickly you are able to find a panel, uh, one that doesn't look like it'll be opened anytime soon, and you can stash it in there if you would like. Um,
Great. I will do that.
just as you are finishing that, um,
I just weld the panel back on.
uh, the group of engineers are behind you, and a group of pirates are in front of you. Um, they have found you.
They found me. I put my hands up.
Uh,
I
who,
give up. I surrender.
they all like look at each other. Uh, who the fuck are you? How did you get on our ship?
There was a hole. I fell
How do you fall through space?
through the hole. There's a bunch of Imperials shooting. Well, you just can't. You kind of get sucked out into space, and then you just keep flying in a direction until you hit something.
You feel the ship rock as it gets impacted by a salvo. Um, warning klaxons going on. You hear return fire and various gun things going on outside.
That can't be good.
Take him to Ulrich. One
Oh
of the
no! Don't take me to Ulrich.
one of the larger pirates essentially just motions with his chin for you to start walking down the path. Um, I'm gonna see if the engineers notice your quick welding job. Uh,
I got a 3 and 3.
yeah. Well, they see that it's a weld, but they don't know that you're the one who did it. So they don't think anything of it.
And like, yeah, this place looks like shit anyways.
It's a pirate ship. There's welds all over the place. Whatever. We're getting fired on. This more problems. Um, so they end up going the other way. The four pirates who caught you are now escorting you at gunpoint um, up to the bridge of the ship. I want you to make a discipline check for me, real quick.
Discipline.
Difficulty 3.
Discipline. That's deception. Difficulty 3.
Mm-hmm.
1 and 2.
Um, something is definitely trying to get your attention um, through the force. It seems to have a question for you.
Alright, go ahead.
Do you ignore it? Do you just push it away?
Do I get a sense of like what it is?
Um, it's unfamiliar and yet familiar. You've you've been around this presence before, or at least you feel like you have, but it is different, more direct this time. Um, you're not sure. It's not coming off as aggressive, but there is aggression in it.
I'll ignore it for now.
Okay. Um, you are one of the hallways you were led through is leads to a very large chamber, um, kind of like fishnet in the rafters, littered with various trophies and headdresses and gauntlets and broken weapons and things that adorn all around. Um, on the opposite side is a large chair that looks similar to like the chair a hut might sit in, but it's been filled with various things, and you imagine that someone much smaller probably sits there now. At the moment, it's empty,
Like a human size smaller.
like a human-sized person.
Okay. This isn't our little pirate buddy.
No, not quite that small.
Okay. Good, good, good.
You'd feel really bad if you dropped onto his ship, didn't you? Um, no. As you are led to kind of like the center of the room, um, Ulrich steps out from behind the chair. You do hear a opening and closing of a door. You imagine that on the other side of this chair, there is probably a door leading to the deck of the ship.
That's weird. You have a throne in front of your deck?
Well, it's not my ship. So, what the fuck was your plan?
Oh, I was here to kill the pirate chick. What's her name?
Anubis?
Her name's Anubis.
That's what everyone calls her.
You know, I never actually caught her name before.
You were pretty bad about finding out the specifics of a job, weren't you?
No.
Punch first, ask questions never?
Eh. Got me here, didn't it?
On a ship about to be blown out of the sky by a bunch of Imperials. Where...
Yeah, this doesn't bode well for you, does it?
What did you do to the core?
What's this? What?
What did you do with the core?
It's somewhere, mate. So I'm sorry, is she here or like?
Do you think I would be the one greeting you if she were here?
Damn it. Well, that ruins my plans.
Doesn't ruin mine, though.
So we're not on the bridge.
You're. You, no.
Okay. I'm saying I can't just like blast a console.
Yeah, unfortunately not. The only consoles in here are two doors. There are. It's a fairly large room. Uh, there are doors to your left and right, and then behind you, and surmising by the sounds and where it came from, a door behind the throne. The ship rocks again as it gets hit with another salvo.
Oh no! It's another salvo. You guys don't have like a backup or anything?
Not at the moment, but if you're willing to die with us, I mean, I don't think the mother will give a damn.
You could surrender.
That's not really the MO of pirates, is it?
It's better than dying. You should know.
God, I really want to punch you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
You're more quippy without your friends.
I start trying to walk behind him to try and get to that door.
Uh, all right. He just kind of he just steps in front of you.
Yeah, all right.
Where do you think you're going? You act like you
Well,
own the ship.
I'm just gonna pop in there and call the Empire.
Oh, is that what you're gonna do?
Tell them to stop attacking.
Oh yeah, is that what you're gonna do? You're just gonna call up the Empire and tell them, hey, I'm on here. Maybe don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is it to hit you right now, sir?
Uh, Normal. I guess my melee is +4. It might be 3. What's my shield? My shield is a 2. Yeah, so it's only a 3.
It's only a 3. Okay. He does take a swing at you, succeeding only to just stop you from walking. He doesn't hit you.
Sorry. Can I help you?
You're not getting up there. You're not going anywhere. If you're gonna be amenable, he looks to the four behind you and he's like, throw him out the airlock.
Yeah. Throw me out there a lot. How do
Hmm.
you think I got here?
I don't know. Did something stupid, I'm sure. Oh, and take the dark
Look,
saber from him.
we're all gonna die anyways. I just hand it to him. We're all gonna die anyways. Let's just take a walk in there. I'll talk to the Empire. Maybe they can save the ship.
That's
You can call it.
not.
What was your name? Anubis. And she can come. We'll have a good time. We'll talk with the Inquisitors. It'll be good.
He's going to try and swing at you with the dark saber. It's really stupid for him, but he's gonna do it. Wow, yeah. He tries to
Wow.
swing and it just cuts into the wall. He pulls it back. So a lot heavier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the weight's a little different than you'd expect. buddy.
You, so you just gave me what I wanted.
Yeah.
Why should I keep you around at all?
Well, I mean, if you think you're worthy of that, what are you gonna do with it? Because you just tried to kill your clan. They're not gonna accept that.
Well, they kind of have to now.
Kind of don't.
The only people who knew what happened here, you, me.
And these four dudes, and I point at them.
Yeah, well, they don't care.
By the way, I gotta say,
Hmm.
you gotta train your pirates a little bit better. I mean, they took a captive and they didn't even strip my weapons.
Mm.
I mean, what's up with that?
What other weapons do you have? They're gonna take your gauntlets? Pretty sure you
I have.
fuse that to your armor.
Well, yeah.
That blaster? Fuck, they don't care. They'll shoot you. Although,
Yeah, I
admittedly,
can't really do
that's
anything
not
with
gonna
this
work.
blaster either. I do have this thermal detonator, though.
Do you really?
No, I don't.
You see you see Ulrich kind of flinch back like half a step, and the other pirates like look at each other worried. But when you don't pull anything out, they all just like settle. What do you want here,
um,
Thorian? Why are you here?
well, like I said, I came to deal with this Anubis bitch, because
Right.
she's really starting to pee me off.
Hmm.
Um, how are you? How's this thing with the mother going? You still in on this? You still all in on this?
Really
Destroying the
tired of
galaxy and
losing.
everything? I don't know that that's helped you.
I mean, I'm on the winning side now.
Are you?
She's set to take over all of the galaxy. Kind of seems like the winning side.
Right, but when she takes over the galaxy, she's going to turn everybody into rackhools and eat people and just kill everyone. So is that really winning?
I'm better than I was. She just wants everyone to be a part of the family.
What family though?
The one she's gonna start.
She had to give up you, your humanity, who you are, and I tap him on the chest. There's no upside here on her team. I I think you've seen firsthand what happens when you fail her. And buddy, I gotta tell you, you got a real bad failing streak.
He's gonna try and hit you again. You're just pissing him off. Which might be your plan, and I mean it's a good plan. Uh, so he's gonna hit you twice. He's gonna punch you in the face, and then he's going to knee you in the stomach. Um,
Okay.
both of them. Let's see here. Uh,
It, is it a second attack or just like a linked?
it's a linked attack, because you can attack at least twice with your hands.
So, but he's not using the dark saber.
No,
Buddy, hey,
he's just
buddy.
he's just punching you. Which unfortunately he doesn't really do anything. I don't think 8 damage does anything to you.
No.
So even if he hits you twice,
Punk, punk.
just doesn't. Yeah, the most it does is physically move you, but That's all it does. He scuffs your armor.
All right. Well, this has been fun. I got a date with that bridge. I'll see you later. And I just slap a bunch of plastic explosives on his chest. I do have that.
Make a demolition check for me.
uh, that's not a thing. Mechanics?
No, isn't there? I thought there was like, is it mechanics? It might just be mechanics.
yeah, I believe explosives use
Sorry,
mechanics.
yeah, go ahead and do mechanics. I've been playing too many other fucking games, and there's a demolition skill in that one. I'm sorry.
What is my
Um,
diffs?
we'll make it we'll start because it's a melee and you're slapping it to his chest,
Okay.
and then upgrade it twice because he's an adversary.
So just 2 red then.
Yeah, fucking hell, man. People just can't hurt you.
3 successes.
Uh, all right, you've attached plastic explosives to him. um,
I hold up the detonator, just like ah. I'm gonna go onto this bridge now. You and your 4 dudes just be cool, all right? Stay frosty. And I slowly walk towards the door.
none of them move. The door opens as you approach. It's just a standard door. Uh, you're on the bridge of the ship. It's actually kind of big. Like it's a pretty big sized bridge. There's like levels to it and everything. Reminds you of like a Star
Yeah.
Destroyer's bridge, but just more decorated.
Okay. All right.
They all like turn and look at you, and they all kind of look at each other, and then they just look back to you. They know you're holding a detonator. They just don't know what to.
Oh, sorry. There's just some plastic explosives on your guys' boss there. Um, how do I want to do this? What do I want to do?
It's a damn good question.
Do I literally just want to blow this dude up?
You are on the other side of a blast door, and also plastic explosive. More of a directed blast than like a big blast.
Yeah, but it's on his chest. It's still gonna.
No, it's gonna fuck him up. It's just not gonna like destroy the room.
Um, I turn around
Hmm.
once I'm on the other side of the door before it closes.
Hmm.
I look at him and I said, I tried to give you a chance, but you chose your side. And I can see there's no swaying you on that. And then I reach behind my back and I pull out the dark saber, a la Kylo Ren,
Uh,
by using a move to summon it.
can you do that?
I can.
Fair enough. Um,
just totally activated too. Just and then I cut the door controls to close them.
yeah, doors controls are cut. Um,
Uh,
as you do that, like you pull it off, he looks down, grabs the plastic explosive, and just kind of like starts pulling it off.
yeah, and then I just detonate it.
Just as the door closes, you hear, and everyone on the bridge is now looking at you.
So I turn around and I go, all right. There's 2 kinds of people in this galaxy. Those who have a hyperspace core rigged to explode and those who don't. So you're gonna call the Empire and tell them you surrender. Well, we're all gonna fucking die. Which I guess technically doesn't change the situation. But they don't need to know that.
Uh, they all kind of like they're all looking back and forth. They're all trying to uh, figure out what exactly they should do. Um, and in that moment, you see one of them, like their attention just kind of snaps and goes kind of neutral, and then another one, and another, and another. Um, and then they all kind of turn and start to speak in unison. Uh, Impressive. You took down your. I want to call him your mentor, but honestly, I don't think he taught you anything.
Jesus Christ. I try and find the comms controls. Where it's
Yeah,
anybody that steps in my way,
you
I just
no,
cut down.
none of them stand in your way. They're all just staring at you, like a la creepy doll style. As you just move about, they all follow you. They're all speaking at the same time, all their voices in unison. You can hear uh, the mother's influence behind them, but none of them stop you or you call up the Empire.
Um, yeah. I call the Empire. I'm gonna try and hail the Inquisitor if I can.
Uh, yeah, you meet the Inquisitor, or at least his vid comes up. You can tell he wasn't expecting you because he started with a spiel of all right, you pirate scum, I need you to to
Hey, hi, yeah. Um, I start trying to like deactivate shields and things like that. Um, I'm
you,
just like, hey,
you hear him go hold fire, hold fire.
so I'm gonna deactivate some stuff here. You are free to board as you wish. Their hyperdrive is deactivated. I would love to keep this ship, but I understand that that might not be uh, viable. Um, but yeah, I guess I'll see you in a moment. You do have to probably deal with this entire crew, though, because they have been corrupted by the mother.
I don't know who the fuck, and uh the comms operator who has essentially been mind controlled just reaches under and just rips out the cables, um the comm going dead.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Nor was
I was having a pleasant conversation.
right. I'm kind of tired of being ignored here.
Not ignored, just, you know, being dealt with. What? What? What do you what? What do you want?
Well, seeing as every other person I've tried to sway to my side can't seem to deal with you, I might as well just start dealing with you directly, right?
In order to do that, though, you'd have to be here, and you're not.
Well, no, I didn't mean deal with you personally. I meant deal with you directly.
Well, see, now you're just.
What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah. Lonely child, no mother, no father, no family?
I had a mother.
She died. You never got to know her
Yeah,
love.
everybody dies. I wouldn't say love was on the table, but you really don't know anything about me, do you?
I only know what you show. Make a discipline check.
Discipline. Discipline. What am I
Uh,
rolling?
Difficulty is going to be 4 upgraded twice. You can you can
Oh,
feel
Jesus God.
her like clawing at your mind to try to.
I think my dice flew away.
Oh, it that certainly is the dice flying away warning noise. Do you know?
I'll just re-roll it.
Okay. I know you can't see the chat, but
It's like
someone
it
wants to
took
know
9 years.
how many death sticks did you smoke before doing this? So.
None. I'm high on adrenaline.
Anyway, okay. Uh,
I think I. Oh no, never mind. That's I think I had something for this, but it's not. It's not for this.
okay. No, this is specifically resisting a force power. So if you have anything that does such a thing,
Oh shit. Um. No, I don't think so. The only things I have are for intimidation.
okay. Um, you can definitely try to feel like she's um, clawing towards information. Um, do you succeed? What is it that you like? How do you picture this in your mind that you are resisting her search?
It's just me, like, just fighting. So it's just the chaos of battle. I just replay old, like, combat scenarios in my head. It's my Pazak, you know?
Yeah, sure.
So honestly, it's probably what is this fucking thing? This board that we use.
Uh oh.
The dick, deek, deek, tick, deek, tick, tick, yeah.
The holographic chess essentially.
Dejaric.
Yeah, Dejaric. So you're playing like Dejaric in your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta play 4-dimensionally, bro.
So you won't give me anything. You don't want anything. That seems.
I want you to be gone. Kind of tired of you and yours.
Why? Just because I want
Now
to
that I have you,
exist?
though,
Just
you
because I
want to
want to be
exist.
here? I want a family. It was taken from me, just like yours was.
See, the thing is, your family wasn't taken from you, though. You drove them. You drove. You drove them away, uh, because of your lust and arrogance for power.
I didn't want to die and leave them alone.
To assume that dying would mean that they're alone is
Without
just
me.
just wrong, just totally wrong. Well, fortunately, they're not really part of this material plane anymore either.
And what would you say
Kind of, sort of.
if I threatened to take away your family?
You already have.
The Bothan? The Twi'lek? Even that old Dathomirian witch?
Yeah, you've definitely done that several times. You've tried to murder us.
What if they were gone? I can feel them nearby. Where are they hiding?
That's a great question. I am far behind in enemy lines here. I am on the outer rim without a lifeboat. You know what I mean? So you're probably not going to tell me this, but hey, how do I like uh kill you? Like where like how do I find you? Where are you? How do I find you?
Oh, you want to find me?
Well, I'm tired of this talking through like, avatars kind of thing. Uh I think a real face to face would do us some good. Uh,
I believe you call it the Maw now.
the moi.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
my world's to
Okay.
the center of it.
Ooh, you're hard to get to. You do
So
not
are
make this
you.
easy. You do not make this easy.
And you have made any of this easy?
Well, you are trying to destroy the galaxy, so kind of feel like
Destroy. I can't really destroy anything.
destroy, mutilate,
I can subjugate things. I can change them. I can change them back.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Why? Tell me, what's the difference between you wearing armor and not wearing armor? It's change, right? You put it on, you take it off. You don't need it all the time.
Uh, True. Uh, Difference though is when you do your thing, they lose their sense of personality, self being, wants, desires, needs, all that sort of stuff. They just kind of become like a mindless animal for you.
How is that any different than a soldier that you were trained to be?
Because a soldier can question orders.
What about a knight, brother?
Can question orders too. Yeah, that's
Can they?
yeah. I mean, I'm questioning you, aren't I?
I don't remember the Mother Talzin being particularly nice to the Knight brothers.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't mean they couldn't question her. Just probably shouldn't.
Mm, you know she killed them. Don't lie to yourself.
Mm, I know that the separatists killed them. Eh,
Unfortunately, I'm not particularly up to date on my current events.
great.
Do you
So
want to
you just
share? And
just
one
try
of
to
like
bold face lie me in the
the
face.
the comms operator next to you just kind of like holds out their hand.
I cut him down.
Doesn't resist.
Get out of here. Can I look out the windows and see what the Empire's up to?
At the moment, they're in kind of a holding pattern. The Arquintus is moving up closer to get a better view, and it seems like a lot of the Tie fighters are now flying in like patrol vectors to figure out what the hell's going on. They lost comms with you, so they were preparing to board now, but they're like hesitant. They don't necessarily
Good,
know what's going on.
great. Beep boop beep boop beep beep boop. Can I see how many life forms there are on the ship?
Uh, about a 120.
Ay, 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 ay.
It's a big ship.
Hey, so listen, mother.
Mm. Yes, my son.
What's your name? What's your real name? Don't do that. I don't like that. That's weird.
I was known as the servant. Then I was known as the mother.
So you're a servant. Oh, I'm sorry.
I served the Great Ones.
Hmm.
That was my role.
Yeah, yeah. And then you became a monster, and then they wanted to lock you up.
They just didn't understand the depths to which I was willing to go.
Yeah. I mean, do you hear yourself? Like, you know how delusional that sounds, right?
I love my family and I want to keep them close.
Great. So go talk to them. Bring them back. Help them.
They're decidedly harder to reach than I am.
They're not though. I've met two of them.
Oh, Roll a discipline check again.
I think I'm already on this. Uh, uh,
Um,
uh,
you can keep some of the specifics hidden, but you do kind of feel her in kind of the shadows of the memories of these places. Um, whenever you met the father or um, the daughter.
I mean, honestly, I mostly met the father when she was around.
Yeah.
So there's that. Uh, we didn't actually go to the Mortis in this one, did we?
I don't believe so. No, I think
Okay.
your probably closest interaction was on Kashyyyk with the daughter, and then the father was the I think that one time, and maybe one other time when he like showed up to talk to you guys.
Yeah. Except, so the specifics for the daughter that I'll keep are the Keshik part.
Okay.
I'll just like because when we met her, we went to like another plane of existence, kind of, sort of. So she'll see that like world of light, which I did not like. So right here.
I didn't realize she had left. She's out in the galaxy. I should go see her.
Yeah, a whole lot of them actually. Yeah, I mean, you met your. Well, I guess he's not really your husband, is he? She's not really your daughter. He's not really your son. You're just a crazy fan that got real attached, and then when they were like, "Hey, boundaries," you were like, "No," and then you freaked out on them. I get that a lot in the fighting pits.
I
How's
was.
that empire coming?
You do hear a confirmation that there has been a docking clamp attached to the ship.
Can I turn off the jamming
Yeah,
array or whatever? I don't know why I just thought of that now, but
yeah.
then I can calm Vana and Umbach. Oh no, wait, one of them passed out. Then
I think so. Yes. um, I think Ompak is either very close or has passed out. Let me
it's
check
just
to
a
see. Close.
yeah,
Yeah, Ompak
it's
is
just kind of
close.
an open channel so they can hear.
Okay. So you have effectively crippled my plans that I wanted to do with this.
Great, love to hear that.
But you know what's really good about being able to multitask?
You can get multiple things done at once.
Yes. I can turn the hyperdrive into a bomb.
Good.
Toodaloo. And like the crew of the bridge kind of like waves at you, and then mostly pass out.
Can I check cameras to see if they've actually found the hyperdrive?
Looking into cameras, uh, you do see that hallway. You don't see that it's opened, um, but you do see like kind of peering down. You can see some work being done in the hyperdrive. You see about 4 or 5 engineers stripping it down. Turn like they're doing something to the hyperdrive.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and vent engineering.
Yeah, you vent engineering. There are warnings that come up and being like, "Are you sure about that?" I assume
Yes.
you you basically ignore that, uh, and you watch as they are uh, mostly pulled out of the airlock. Um, yeah,
Right. I need to focus all my attention I need Vana's ability to stretch out my sight and focus on the hyperdrive.
Okay.
Uh, uh, any well, it's vented, so of course there's going to be radiation. There's open to the vacuum of space.
Hmm.
Uh, I do a ship-wide hail. Is the Empire on yet?
You checking the cameras does take you a minute, but you do find that there is a boarding crew. They're looking around. They're currently in kind of a firefight.
Great. I hail. I do a ship-wide broadcast, saying that the hyperdrive may be um, uh, well, what is the word I'm looking for here? Um,
Explosive, set to blow, um,
um,
critical. Um,
yes, fuck is the no. Um, I don't know why I can't think of the word, but the hyperdrive might be a bomb now.
volatile,
Um, no, it's like in danger, compromised. Thank you. Yes,
compromised.
yes, it is not up to space OSHA.
Okay. Unsafe to OSHA standards, space OSHA.
Um, yeah.
The boss network would never agree. I want you to
Am
make
I getting any
a
readings
readings.
about like an imminent explosion or anything?
Uh, the the temperature of the hyperdrive is increasing exponentially.
Well, it's a good thing we opened it to the vacuum of space where it's super fucking cold.
That is slowing its progression. It's now kind of a steady rise. Um,
And
you're
then I
also the
book it.
stormtroopers don't seem to react to your hail.
Okay. I'm gonna book it to engineering unless I can do it from here, but I imagine I don't have a great perspective.
No, you do not. Heading back into the kind of throne room antechamber, um,
Oh yeah.
you
Hey bud,
see
you okay?
you see the scorched carbon scoring of one no longer Mandalorian individual. Um, however, you also see two Magna Guards have activated and
I
are
should quickly
standing in your
make check and see if he's dead.
way. Well, his armor isn't full of anything anymore.
Gross.
Kind of got removed. His helmet's mostly okay. Kind of cracked down the side though.
Gross. Okay. I know I'm supposed to fight these guys, but I kind of just want to run away.
Can do both.
I can. We'll have a fight on the hyperdrive.
uh, so they're gonna go first if you don't.
I mean, my move would just be try and run past them.
Okay. So you move past them. Uh, they are very fast. They are keeping up with you.
I can use enhance.
You can use enhance.
No, I can't use enhance.
um, what is your athletics score?
Uh, not too bad. It's 2 yellow and 4 green.
Oof. All right. As an opposed check, that's pretty tough. All right.
Are they attacking me?
So the first one attempts to pin you. Um, as an action upon a successful opposed athletics check against an engaged opponent, immobilize the opponent until the end of the Magna Guard's next turn. May spend Triumph on check to increase the duration 1 round. Uh, so that one is going to is essentially pinning you for the next
Is
3 turns. You are
is,
immobilized. Does not
is
mean you
this
can't
an
act.
attack?
Uh, it's a talent, and it says as an action. So
Okay.
it's not. It's like it's its own thing. It's an opposed athletics check. So
Okay. Because I have a thing that lets me spend threat.
sure.
Um. So I can spend 3 threat or despair. To stagger the opponent until the end of their next turn.
I don't see why you can't do that. Essentially,
Okay.
they've just locked. They've locked into pinning you, and you have locked
Pinned
them
them.
into. They can't do anything, but they've kept you pinned. You can't move, but you can still like do stuff. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So a really weird stalemate. The other one, however, is going to try to attack you. So what is it to hit you?
Uh. So it's gonna. I haven't been able to ready an action or anything. So it's gonna be 5 melee defense.
5 melee defense. Okay.
Um. I did walk out and see Magna Guard, so I was like, all right, I guess I'll have my shield ready.
Yeah, no, that's entirely fair. Oof, I don't think he did it. He did not do it. Yeah, I don't think that does jack shit. Um, I'm gonna say I'm gonna spend all of it. Yeah. To force you to drop your shield.
No,
It knocks away your shield. Just
you bastard.
and just your shield clatters across the room. All right, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna throw a punch at the one that's pinning me.
Okay.
What is that difficulty?
Upgraded once and with 2 melee defense. Yeah, that'll do it.
Great. Wish I just had an offhand just to know what this is. Okay, it's 10, it's 15, 23, 23. No,
23. No, no, okay.
uh, yeah, no, 23.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah,
Strain or damage.
this is gonna be damage. It's a robot.
Okay. Uh, you kind of just cavitate the whole thing's chest. It's still holding on.
I would like to spend 3 advantages to sunder it.
Sunder what specifically?
Whatever it's holding me with.
Um, okay. It's an electro staff. It is cortosis based.
Okay, so I can spend 2 to deal 1.
Hmm.
Actually, no. Fuck it. I'll just crit.
Okay,
Might as well.
go for
Um.
it.
Uh. So the gaunts are vicious 2. It's 1 to crit. I'll spend 2 more to add another plus 10, 20. So it's plus 40, unless you have anything that lowers it. It's
I
more.
all right. I was
Sorry.
like, I don't believe they do.
Because I have lethal blows, so it's plus 60.
Plus 60. Normally these things would be able to parry you, but this one's specifically using its weapon to pin you, so I'm gonna say it can't parry you and pin you at the same time.
148.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I rolled an 88.
3 points higher, and you
Yeah,
would have gotten
yeah.
just dead.
Yeah, but I mean, end is 9.
The end is nigh. The target will die after the last initiative slot during the next round.
Yeah.
So not this round, but the next round. Um, this droid will just continue to pin you. How long does your stagger last?
Until the end of its next turn.
Okay, so this turn its stagger ends. It will get to go next turn, but then it dies.
Boy, it already used its action to pin me. Right?
Right. It pins you at the beginning. It pinned you then.
Yes.
It has
Yes.
pinned you for technically three
Yes.
turns.
Yes. Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I went first, then it pinned
hmm
me,
hmm
then I went again.
hmm
Yeah.
So the other one will attack you again. At least try to. 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn, man. Oh wait, yo, you don't have your shield anymore, do you?
I don't have my shield. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's 2 less.
Okay. Um, so I have to roll. I will roll just these two, and then I'll redo it. That's not meant to reroll. All right, that didn't help
That was worse.
it. It will. I don't think it can inflict strain on you. I don't think that's the thing it can do. So it will. It will give itself a blue die next time. That's all it can do. Um, and it's your turn.
um can't can't move still. So I guess I'll attack the other one.
Go for it.
Oop. Same diff.
Yeah.
Oh no, fucking idiot.
Why are you an idiot?
I didn't use my enhance on the last punch. I'm just leaving it on the table, you know?
Fair. Um,
Okay, so I don't like that despair, but I'm gonna take this. Um, I would like to use the triumph to be able to get out of being pinned,
I'll allow that. Yeah.
if possible. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so it was 23 last time. This is 2 less, so 21.
Okay. Um,
I will spend these 3 light side that I got uh to crit with my advantage as well,
okay. Go
which
for
would
it.
be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be a plus 8. 80. Sorry, plus 80 to the critical.
Go for it.
Uh,
Didn't get a
128.
128. I was like, you didn't get a super high crit this time.
No, I didn't.
Roll a d10.
5.
So their agility is reduced by 1 permanently.
Oh, good.
Um, yeah, that's not great for that. So the one pinning you slumps over as its like core just kind of sparks out, and the oil like just drowns it, and so it just
Oh,
falls over. You were on
eh.
top of no longer being pinned, it just kind of crumples to the ground.
I
Uh,
will maneuver to disengage.
okay.
Um, and then I have to spend 2 more strain to get a second maneuver.
Hmm.
And I will run away.
Okay.
Um, and I will use enhance, which I did get.
Okay. So you
Um,
move like twice as fast.
I don't think I got enough to increase the range of enhance. Do I have to? Yeah, I have to spend another one to increase the range band. So I can leap short range, which
Okay.
is pretty much what I could have done anyways. But had to try,
Okay. So you disengage and you run away, and
jump away.
you were at least one range band away. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
Um, so it's gonna give chase. It's gonna try. Um, although now its agility is one less because
Oh,
you
and I just remembered I
kneecapped
can
it.
use athletics or enhance on athletics rolls.
You can. Um, is a chase an opposed check or is it just a difficulty check? Regardless. All right, so let's go with this. Okay. Uh, it has caught up to you, but it it failed at making an opening. So it's just kind of like running next to you. Its leg is kind of sparking. It's not doing great. That hit is slowing it down, but it is managing to keep up with you. Um, but it was not able to attack you this turn.
Great.
So what would you like to do?
Or my little book.
As you are
Uh,
bouncing off the walls, running, and this thing is doing like as we've seen Magna Guards do, kind of hopping around the walls, like trying to keep up with you, using the staff to its advantage.
I'm gonna run away again.
Okay.
I'll
You
do two
hear
maneuvers.
you hear blaster fire down one of the corridors.
I do 2 maneuvers to move 2 range bands.
Okay,
Which puts me at medium range.
that makes sense.
And then I'm going to. What did I do? I'm going to fire an ion rocket at him from my gauntlet.
Hmm.
I am not great at ranged.
Okay, so this is ranged. It is upgraded
Yes,
once, and it has a single range defense.
great. So that's 1 purple, 1 red, 1 black.
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what the damage is.
Of a ion rocket.
Yeah, forgive me. I didn't write it down.
Um, no, that's all right.
I didn't expect to actually use them. It's no disintegrations, page 46, which I think I have as well.
Page 46. You said no disintegrations. Glad I have all these books just like sitting above me. An ion rocket is 10 damage, ion and sunder. Um, what was the range you had to be at, or you are at?
I guess I'm at. Well, I could have done it on the fly. I could have moved one range band shot and then moved the other.
I'll allow that. Yeah, because it says it's short. But yeah, that's fine. Uh, so you hit.
Knock
That's
down.
13. does Ion do?
Ion just does full damage. If you were organic, it would only do half. I
Oh,
believe. And then I guess I'll Sunder.
okay.
Really? It has Sunder? That's
It,
weird.
it does say it has Sunder. Yeah.
I guess I'll Sunder its armor.
All right. Its armor is 1 step damaged. Uh, well, it is soakable.
Yes, it is, unfortunately. Oh, does Ion deal strain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um, okay. The droid takes the shot basically to the chest. Just you can see its like whole servos are just freaking out at the moment. It's still trying to keep up with you. It's gonna make a roll to do so.
God damn it!
uh, it will suffer a strain, which it does not have much of. It will get to attack
You're
you
doing
this
pretty
turn.
good on these triumphs.
I am, and I'm not rolling with a lot. All right, so it's gonna try to attack you this time.
That's fair.
Uh,
I'll allow it.
what is your defense, sir?
It's 3.
You
As long
left
as
your
it's
shield.
melee.
Yeah,
Yes, I am aware.
okay. All right. All right. You have 2 black die on, or you have a black die on your next check. It's it it is able to keep up with you, but it is having a hell of a time trying to hit you. Its body is like sparking, and you can see oil like spilling out as if a blood stain or something. This thing is not doing well.
So I'm technically engaged with it again, yeah?
You are technically engaged with it again.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw another punch at it.
Yeah, go for it.
Upgraded once.
And 2 melee
Uh,
defense.
2, but I have another one, so
Mhm.
3. Hey, look at us. Look
Look
at
at
us.
us. Look at us. Look at us. Yeah, don't forget your athletics.
Yeah, yeah. Very important.
You want to throw some ebb and flow in there, or some other?
I don't have it. Um, so that's gonna be 20 damage.
20 damage.
Um, I will crit again, and I'll add a +6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll add a plus 100. Plus
You got good odds.
110. Because I already critted it once.
You got good odds.
Unless I roll a 10.
Ah,
How's 167 sound?
167.
Yeah.
Well, that's more than dead. So what the fuck did you just do?
I just annihilate. I just like punch it. You know that scene in a Age of Ultron where Scarlet Witch like rips the core out of that one Ultron droid?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that. I'll punch through its chest because Magna droids have 2 uh, cores.
Mm-hmm.
They have one in their chest and one in their head.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll punch and like annihilate the one in the chest and go up like through the circuitry to the brain and just crush that. And then just pull my hand out of this like
Uh,
oily goop.
yeah. It lands on unsteady legs and then just crumples and folds to the ground. Its chest, like just or its shoulders hitting the ground and just dead. The electro staff clattering off to the side.
And then I run.
Okay.
And I enhance.
Uh, you hear distant gunfire and stormtrooper callouts and pirates shouting and whatnot. Um, as gunfire and blaster fire happen down many hallways as you're running. You get to the engineering. You get to the hyperdrive. It's about to explode.
Is there any way to undo that?
If you can come up with something,
Well, I don't know what they've done to it.
it's true. You don't.
Uh, can I do a mechanics check to vent the heat? They've obviously done something to increase the heat, so they've probably turned off the like safety regulations that vent the heat. So make some mechanics checks to like try and fix those real quick, and uh, I guess try and kill the power to it so it stops increasing its heat.
Yeah, you can certainly try. Make a mechanics check at a. I'm gonna say it's a high difficulty, mostly because of the speed with which you're trying to do this. So it's gonna be a 3, but there's gonna be 4 black dice attached to this.
But no upgrades.
No upgrades.
Okay. All right.
The things they did
I
aren't
gotta.
hard to spot. It's just a matter of trying to spot all of them and in the speed.
Gods be with me. I unfortunately cannot add enhance to this. Okay. That'd be dope. I just need one success. I don't like that. I'm gonna reroll.
Okay. You you have the.
I flipped. Oh, thanks, sweet Jesus.
uh, so what they have done, and you can start to spot the shoddy welding. Uh, they've basically just taken scrap metal and they've sealed all the vents. They've just kind of haphazardly put things on here. Um, you realize that if they were under the control of the mother, they probably were not like smart
Like
about
good
this.
enough at
Yeah, this was metal go on vent and then seal with like a MIG welder. Um, this was not done uh, well. Theoretically, you think you could do something. There's a very high chance that you will not have enough time.
um. I'm gonna use the force.
Sure.
Uh, I'm just gonna quick and dirty this and just try and rip it off. I'm gonna use another destiny point.
Okay.
So I can use this dark side, which is gonna take 3. Um, so the pieces of metal aren't like a size 1, right? They're only category 0.
I would say that they
Okay.
are mostly all category zeros.
How many pieces do I need to rip off?
Uh, I'm gonna say 6.
Okay. So 1 to activate the power,
Mm-hmm.
which gets me 1 piece of metal. I have. I think it's magnitude that lets me do more. Let me just check real quick. Who's the target affected? Yeah. 6. Okay. I have to spend all of them, and I can technically affect 1 extra item.
Okay.
Wait, 1 to activate. What to do? Yeah. 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 So I just rip all the pieces of metal off real quick.
Yep, they clatter to the ground. Um,
We're also in the vacuum of space still.
yeah, you are. um, the room. I mean, I don't even know how you got into this room beside tearing through a bulkhead door. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say you did that. Um, the whole ship is now depressurizing as you were doing this. Your mag boots coming in very handy right now.
Did it work?
The like you
Are
rip
we
it
dying?
off, the metal flies out into the vacuum of space. Uh, the core looks like it's still really fucking hot.
Uh, do a mechanics check to cut the power to it so it stops increasing.
Yeah, go for it.
What is the difficulty of that?
Uh, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say three, and I'm gonna add two black dice for trying to do this in a swirling vacuum.
So if I'm doing it in a vacuum, it actually adds a blue die,
You know what? That's fine.
but I will still keep the setback. It's actually an upgrade that I want to add to our thing.
Fair enough.
At one advantage. Hmm.
What would you like to
Hmm.
spend that advantage on?
I'm going to gain a blue die
Okay.
on my next check. Do you just want me to make the roll again?
Yeah. You can still feel the heat even though in the vacuum of space. You can still feel the heat of the hyperdrive going
How's
off.
7 successes look?
Seven successes looks fine. You cut the power, everything removed, disconnected. It all ejects. The tubes of the various things are now basically flailing out into space. The hyperdrive is starting to
Oh,
lessen.
I just remained the main. I just removed the main power source from the ship, so the ship is now just. They got backup generators, right? I mean,
uh, I need you to flip a coin. I don't care how you want to do that. I need 50-50 odds.
okay.
I can spawn a coin for you if you need one.
No, I have a real life one. If you're okay with that,
I'm fine with that.
great.
Um, just
Do you want to call it or do you want me to call
just one's good, one's bad. You pick.
it? Okay. I guess heads then.
Heads
That's what I.
is
Good.
okay.
Ah, sweet Jesus. Heads.
Okay. Um, there's a moment that one of the pirate crew is being pulled out of one of the hallways in the vacuum of space, and for the briefest of moments, you see like a sickening smile on it as it tries to pull a blaster, and instead of shooting at you, it was going to shoot at the hyperdrive, and it
I
misses.
just put my hand in the way.
um, and is sucked out the airlock. Uh, the hyperdrive continues to cool down and it's no longer at a critical state. Obviously, if someone still like threw a bomb at it, it might explode, but
Well, yeah, I mean that would be normal anyways.
yeah. But it does cool down and begin to kind of slowly dissipate the heat. Um, you see a number of stormtroopers also get sucked out in the vacuum of space.
I told you guys. Um, I will. Uh, I'll spend a couple minutes just grabbing, like, pulling, like Magneto style, pulling as much like metal debris as I can, and try and weld the door, so that I can make a seal,
Uh, you
so that
know,
the rest of the ship doesn't.
I was gonna say you know, there are emergency like levers that will manually seal a door. Um, you just have
Oh,
to
I
get
thought I
to it and
ripped
pull
through
it.
that though.
Uh, you did rip through the door. Yeah.
I
All
went.
right.
Well, I guess it
Yeah.
wasn't a. I guess it wasn't a blast door.
It would not have been the blast door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want like a strength check to
Yeah. Please.
pull the lever?
Yeah.
I guess would just be athletics.
Yeah. Also, just a constant uh, -2. A setback of 2. Just while you're doing this.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
We're gonna put this at a 3 upgraded ones. Why not?
You're a son of a bitch. You know that.
Sometimes.
Two successes, one had the hand.
With creaking metal, sound finally returns to the hallway as the door shuts. It is eerie and it is quiet.
Okay, time to get back to the bridge. I just take a nice jaunt to the bridge.
Okay.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, what's
Uh,
up?
so the gravity is dead. There is no gravity on the ship anymore. Um,
Yep.
there's
My
just a lot of dead people floating around at this moment. You pass through
this is normal.
one hallway and you see a bunch of stormtroopers who immediately like try to talk to you through their helmet. They like point at their helmets and they make the symbol of like trying to talk on a radio. Um,
I don't have your guys' comms.
they just
I hold up a data pad. What's your comm signal?
you guys exchange. There's like, are you are you the agent?
Yes, I'm the forward vanguard.
Uh,
Did I catch that Inquisitor's name? Was the
no.
eighth brother?
Uh,
Fifth?
let me.
It's a number. I know
It
it's
is
a
a number.
number.
It is a number. Hold on. What did I do with that?
The problem is all the figures look the same, so I don't know.
Um,
Or
let me see. Do I still have the figures out here? I guess I do. Yeah, it looks like it was the fourth.
Malik.
No, it was not Darth Malik. Um, yeah, it was the fourth.
Great. I, fourth brother sent you?
The Inquisitor sent us. Yes, we're
Yes.
the boarding
Yeah.
party. I believe he wants to see you.
Great. I just gotta grab something real quick.
They don't
I
care. They don't
I
stop you.
gotta get my shield.
Yeah, they don't stop you. Um, uh, flip your coin again to see if it's still where it was.
You're a son of a bitch. You know that? Oh, my shield. Oh yeah.
You
Oh yeah, yeah,
vented the entire ship.
yeah. Yeah. Well, it's still in that room. I don't know if it's.
All of the doors are unpowered and unlocked.
Fuck. Okay. I spend 20 minutes trying to find my shield. Then
You do eventually find it. It's actually like stuck between two doors. Um,
save somebody's life.
potentially.
Yeah, Brian. Okay, I get my shield, and then um I assume they want me to go to his ship.
Yeah, they're kind of moving about the ship trying to salvage it. But one of the captain um, basically signals for you to board.
I will walk on.
So
I
you are
will
not
take one step in.
okay. You're currently in the umbilical of it, but attached is the interceptor. On the other side, you see the fourth.
Hi.
You did this?
Well, some of it.
Is there anyone left aboard alive?
It's actually a great question. Um, I don't know. That
You,
would be a question for your men.
you see him pull up his little communicator. Search every section of it. Don't leave anybody alive. You're familiar with these people.
Unfortunately, yes. I might have my disagreements with the Empire, but you do not threaten the overall continued existence of the galaxy. So we're cool. I give him a thumbs up.
Just kind of looks at it disdainfully. You'll be joining us for a little while then.
About that, um, I I'm gonna call uh, a finder's fee, I guess. Um, Salvaging rights and whatnot. But this ship's mine now. Uh, but what I will say is that I will allow you to take whatever information from its computers that you will like. You can go ahead and completely wipe it if you want. Um, but I do like this ship, and I would like to keep it. Maritime law.
You're not exactly in a position of power here.
True. This ship is very, very much on its last legs, but I'm a simple man trying to make his way in the galaxy, and I do love ships. I mean, I'm a Mandalorian. You know.
Fugitive Mandalorian who has been targeting Imperial bases, assaulting Imperial assets, harboring Jedi.
So I know the chain of command and the dissemination of information, but I will let you know that Car's a Jedi. Every every Imperial installation that I have hit has been compromised by the Mother, and I've kind of been cleaning that up for you guys. Uh, so you can talk to Hojo. Is that his name?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can talk to Doctor Hojo about his uh, snafu on Bothuli and the outbreak of contamination that there was there on his part. Um, you're welcome. I cleaned that up. Uh, yeah, I just really want the ship, man. What do you want?
You assaulted and destroyed our base on Kashyyyk. You assaulted our base on Ithor here, and I'm fairly certain you might have been behind the station in the Karthik sector.
Which one was that?
The outside of game, that was the one that the Remorseless ramped.
That might have been in game as well.
Yeah.
Uh, no, no. So that out of game, the remorseless is one of hers.
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, oh, I do remember that one. Um, no. Uh, that station specifically was destroyed by the remorseless, a flagship for another one of the mother's agents. Uh, Unfortunate.
You know far more than you're letting on. You need to go in for questioning, and
I'm
this
gonna be entirely
is.
honest with you, man. I've been way too lenient with the amount of information I've been giving you.
Well, then this might be a short conversation, but I think you need to come with me.
I want this ship. What do you want? What do you want to know?
It's not for me to ask anymore.
Well, whose job is it to ask? Baby girl.
I was like, did you just call him baby boy?
Big girl. My cat's falling asleep at night.
No, it's fine. I heard it under your voice. It made me laugh. I believe you need to be going and speaking with
What are you doing? You said you're falling asleep on me.
a
Thanks.
higher authority. Um,
Take care.
he moves his hand, and the umbilical like detaches and closes behind you. Um, he begins to fly away.
Sir,
Hmm.
I will meet you at a designated location in 1 month. How about that? I need time to repair this ship.
We will put this ship in the impound for you, and
Uh,
the more cooperative you are with our conversation, the less we will destroy of it.
Fine.
Um,
I walk up and I hand him my shield.
okay. He also holds out his hand and looks at your lightsaber.
I take all the lightsaber is not technically have to be on me. It exists in like a
So you put it in a pocket space?
yeah.
Doesn't that only work on non-technological things?
The a core blade, which enhances its damage and stuff, only works on
Okay.
non-technological. This is where it gets a little iffy because usually you would put your ritual item on an Core blade, but I'm doing it on it just
Okay. Okay.
for the ritual item. It specifically has to be something with a silhouette of zero
Okay. I think I have the book right here. I would like to check just to be
or a
sure.
tiny object or some shit like that. A
Yeah.
handheld item, I think is what it says.
Um, do you happen to remember what this is called?
But what is called
This particular talent that lets you summon it.
ritual item.
Oh, summon item. Okay. Um, I want to make sure. I want to make sure that we're not
Where
fucking up the
did
rules here.
this go? Summon ritual item as maneuver.
Once
Oh
per
yeah, right.
session, the character can spend 1 hour. Okay, to ceremonially prepare. Character
Yeah,
can have 1 item. Okay, so yep, no, you can do this. Okay,
yeah. It does take a maneuver to do it as
yeah.
well
So
to summon it.
yeah, fair enough. Um, so you have hidden the blade.
Yes.
Okay. Um, He does kind of look at your gauntlets and he's like, "Can those be removed?"
No, but you can have these, and I'll take the salvo off my arms.
Okay.
You can have this rocket launcher that I have off my wrist.
Okay.
This heavy, I guess it's not a heavy blaster. This Viper, is that what it's called?
Okay. Um, the ship basically disengages from the vessel. Um, you do hear him give orders to the Arquintus to impound this vessel at an Imperial dock, um, and keep it for uh, essentially just reasons. He doesn't really specify to the captain.
Hey, hey.
Um, the ship goes to hyperspace.
Again.
Just um, you get an overwhelming sense of dread.
I feel at home.
Um, it's almost like the same feeling that just kind of emanates off of Saren.
Place of darkness.
Yeah.
Yes. Fortress Inquisitorius.
Outside of game, yeah, that's exactly where you're going. I don't think Thorian knows where that is, but
Well, it's a ship and it can move, so
the Fort Inquisitorius?
yeah, the main part of the base is actually a
Oh,
ship.
oh,
So when they destroyed it in
Survivor or
uh
not? Fallen Order.
yeah, in Fallen Order, the like main part of it just took off and went somewhere else.
Oh, lovely. Um, so I didn't have plans for this. Uh,
Great, neither did I.
so we're probably gonna end it here a little early. Um,
Okay.
you guys in who are hanging out in the chat here, you guys can obviously add anything if you want to add anything. Um, yeah, I thought that was gonna go an entirely different way.
Pretty clutch.
I was imagining something a little more violent, and I was surprised.
Look, so far this dude seems like he kind of wants to fight the the mother. So
Um,
the mother is a threat to the empire, and I believe that the emperor does not know that she has been infiltrating his people. So I'm
Probably
gonna
not.
let that information go.
Um, so you Thorian has been abducted.
I
um,
went willingly.
yeah, you did go willingly. They also just kind of took you. Um, so you're yeah.
Yeah,
Ulrich is dead. Ulrich is dead, very dead. Um,
he had his chance.
but by the time he was able to like pull uh the um, the explosive off of his chest, you detonated it in his hand. Um, his arm is gone, uh, and the rest of him along with it. Uh,
Shame.
yeah, and then whatever was
Should have.
left got sucked out of the. Uh, so be that explosive was used for that. um, yeah. Um, this
Yeah.
might be part. Sorry, I'm just this is part one of Thorian's assault on an entire thing.
Imperial ship.
Your next thing
Yeah.
is
Take me to your main base of operations.
um. So yeah, you're on your way to the Fort Inquisitoris.
Hey, baby girl.
I don't know what the hell that's gonna entail, but that's gonna be a whole adventure next time. Um, Ompak, Vana,
The Empire is splitting the party.
the Empire splitting the party. I did not want to split the party this bad.
All right, my plan. I'm gonna steal the Fortress Inquisitorius.
Oh my god. Uh, uh, they make us do these things. Um, yeah. Well, until next time, everybody.
Till next time.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye.